What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I think this might be one of my most important videos. So if you watch this, you are going to make it, of course, because you're still interested in crypto, but you do have to make the right steps. I cannot tell you what to do, but I would like to give you my insights and you of course make the decision what you do with it. Let us be a part of your research. Welcome to the Fomo Factory. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, feel free to do so. I'm here every single day in this bear market and the next bull run. And we're going to talk about altcoins today because altcoins, it doesn't look that good for altcoins, to be completely honest. Before we start, I just want to make a few things clear. I am very bullish on crypto for the long term, of course, right? And I know a lot of you are as well. So I know that I don't make any friends in this space by being bearish. But I also know that I won't make any money in this space by being bullish in a bear market. And I already have friends, so I prefer to go for the money in this case. Oh, sorry, right? I mean, if you would have bought Bitcoin or any altcoins somewhere this year, you are in a loss right now. Chances are pretty high that you are in a loss, right? I mean, this is the Bitcoin chart. Altcoins, they have the same structure, usually, overall, but more, to the downside. Bitcoin fell like, what was it, 70%, something like that, 77%. Yeah, some altcoins are down 90%, 95%, if it's not more, right? So if you bought anywhere this year, yeah, you're just in a loss, and that's just the way it is. Now, I might have given you some mixed signals over the last few months. And one, sorry for that, for if I was not clear. And two, let me make myself very clear right now. I made some videos on the 5th of September, give or take, somewhere like that. I said, altcoins are in big danger. This is a video that I have made. And also on the 16th of October, by the way, that was the 16th of October and 5th of September. I don't even know where it was, but I also made a video where I said something like, yo, watch out, don't buy altcoins right now. And, sometimes like people, they don't like to hear that, of course, because, you want to hear what you want to hear, right? If you have a good position in altcoins, you want to hear altcoins are going up. It's time for a relief rally. It's time for the bull market. We don't see any new lows. That's pretty understandable. But I think it's best to keep it realistic. And I do have a quite of a bag of altcoins as well. So for me, it's also not fun to watch them go down. But if you are slightly prepared, then you really can make the most out of it, because at the end of the day, it is a buying opportunity that we don't get every week, right? Or every month or every year. So let's not waste that. If we waste that, then so far, yeah, we have to wait another 4 years. And I don't prefer waiting for 4 years. So I made some videos saying like, okay, watch out with altcoins. Don't buy it right now. Altcoins are in danger. Altcoins could go down a lot lower. Also made some videos where I said that, in my opinion, it's a good time to start dollar costing. So I get that these are some mixed signals, right? So I want to explain myself a little bit. If you have a certain altcoin, and let me just go to the total 3, right? This is the altcoin market cap. So it's every altcoin except Ethereum, and also no Bitcoin, but that's not an altcoin. So this is the altcoin market cap right here. And I said like, yeah, watch out and dollar cost. Well, at least I'm not saying you should dollar, but what I do mean by that is that I am making a lot of videos showing you my crypto portfolio, my tactic, how I'm preparing in this bear market for the next bull market. And I'm basically constantly researching all the time, giving you updates about all of that. And if you have a certain altcoin that you really, 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 really like, and you feel like this is going to be great. For example, let's take Gala. For example, Gala. Is this a good example? Not necessarily. Let's take Falcon Forged. I think that's a better example. Yeah, slightly. Okay. So, sorry for being quiet. So, what it is with this, like Falcon Forge, for example, I'm very bullish on this project. I love this project. I think this could do very, very well in the next bull run. Like, very well. Then you have to ask yourself the question. It's now $2.70. Do you think it is going to be worth more than $2.70 at the top or somewhere in the next bull run? Well, I think yes. So, if you buy now, will you be in loss or profit by then? Will you be in profit by then, right? So, in that case, you can already say like, okay, we can already dollar cost some in case, like dollar cost here, in case it does go up. Like in case what I expect is wrong, because, you know, we could be wrong, right? So I expect altcoins to go down, and I'm gonna talk in a little second about how much I think they will go down. But I expect it to go down, but you know, I could be wrong. So do I want to place all my bets on the fact that I might be right and wait, and if it turns out to be wrong and it goes up, I miss out, and I can still buy the breakout, but you know, that's a big difference already, right? So I do not prefer, you know, being all out of something right now. If we take a look at where it came from, like, and this is like with a lot of altcoins, right? This is Fomo Factory, for example, but you know, pick your altcoin, probably looks something like this. If you look where it came from and you look where it's sitting right now, yeah, come on. Like, it's so low, and it doesn't mean it can't get any lower, but you know, it is already very low. It's sitting at tight support right here. Like, well, Fomo Factory is sitting at pretty big support in this case, right? Some altcoins are less strong support, some are way strong support, I don't know. But that's what I mean. Like, yes, I expect this to go down, but I don't want to miss out in case that I'm wrong. And that's basically all that I'm doing. And I want to show you something. Let me pull up something for you guys, because this is the example of what I'm not trying to do right here. And that's, here we go. Sorry. This is an example of a person on Twitter that has a lot of followers, and that basically says to his followers like, okay, this is what I'm doing, but I don't think that's smart though. So let me take a look where I can find it exactly. I got it in 1 second. No problem, no problem, no problem. All right. So this is El Capo. And the thing is that, for example, he says this. I don't know why Twitter is doing so weird. He says this, at least. Capitulation is very likely. Altcoins could drop 40-50% from here. Okay, that's great. But he also said that Bitcoin, let me take a look where that is. Yeah, Bitcoin. So he says that Bitcoin will probably go down between 12 and 14,000, right? And he says potential local bottom, but 12 to 14,000 is the only bottom I hear him talk about. And he said before that should be the macro bottom as well. And that's kind of the thing, because after that, he said this as well. I am 100% out of the market. And that's what I'm trying to prevent right here. You know, whether it's about Bitcoin or altcoins, right? If you think, like in his case, he expects, like with Bitcoin, for example, and there's no video to bash him, but this is just, you know, my opinion, how I approach it. He expects Bitcoin to go between 12 and 14K. Well, these are exactly the lines that are drawn right here, by the way, 12K and this 14K. So he expects Bitcoin to go somewhere, you know, around here, right? It came from here already. And he's 100% out of the market right now. In that case, I feel like, is that so smart? Because we already been at 15.5. So, you know, according to what he expects, it could go 10% lower up till 25% lower. So let's take this average around, you know, 15, 20%. Do you, and you got to ask yourself this, whether it's about, again, Bitcoin or altcoins, are you really going to risk being all out of the market to catch an extra 17, 20%? To time the bottom? Or isn't it just better, in Bitcoin's case especially, to already start dollar costing that close to your target? Because nobody can time the bottom. So assuming that you also can't, why would you risk being all out here if this is your target? Let's put it in perspective again. We came from here. Why would you risk being all out of the market to go in here? I don't see that being smart though. Now with altcoins, it's a slightly different story though. Because again, let me go back to my Vulcan Forged example. Let me see. Here we go. So what I basically said is I expect it to go down, but I'm dollar costing because I know that I am probably not 100% right. That chance is like very small, of course, right? If I do look at the chart, I see a chart that is sitting at great support, right? Great support. We had resistance here. We had support here. We had support here. We had support here. We had support here, here, and now we have support here again. This is the biggest support for Vulcan Forge and for a lot of altcoins, right? If it goes back up, I can only think here like, damn, why wasn't I buying? Look at the support level. It was so obvious. This was the best buying opportunity they gave me. And I, my stupid head, thought it was going to get lower. And now I'm missing out. And now I'm FOMOing in at high prices. I don't want that. All right? Therefore, I'm dollar costing. Therefore, I don't... Let me be very clear about that. I don't ape into it right now. I don't go all in right now. Hell no. Hell no. Because the market is very unpredictable right now, right? The macro is just not looking good, right? And we talk about Bitcoin cycles, and I talked about my Bitcoin price prediction and everything. And based on the cycles, it makes a lot of sense. But the cycles worked in an environment where there was money being printed, right? So keep that in mind. There's another environment right now. So, you know, if that's a point of being invalid, then it basically means that a chart doesn't mean anything anymore now, right? That charting doesn't work no more. If that's the case, then I'd be like, okay, yeah, then what, right? Well, go chart anyway, because that's all we got, right? So in that case, I feel like, okay, I'm a dollar cost right here. And you decide for yourself how much. And if you like, I will make a video about how I am dollar costing. We'll leave a comment if you want to see that. So that's what I'm doing, dollar costing right here. But I would like to take a look at the total 3. Because in my other videos, I said altcoins are in big danger. Right? I made a video about that on the, let me take a look, where is it? Yeah, I made a video about that on the 5th of September, like watch out with altcoins, don't buy altcoins. 5th of September was here. Yeah, was here. And I made a video about that on the 16th of October, and that was in this week. Here. Now, I don't want to be like, oh, I told you so, because I hate that shit. But I do want to tell you that since then, you know, since this period where I made this video, altcoins on average dropped already 14%. Since this video, altcoins dropped 21% on average, right? So altcoins do tend to get lower, but it's not that if I make a video and it doesn't drop the next day that you can tell me like, oh, you were talking trash or whatever. Things take time, right? Crypto market, it's not all Luna or FTT. It doesn't actually all go down in one single day. It takes time to go down. And that's exactly what's happening right here. Now, I talked about this before, like if we put this on a monthly chart, where are the big support levels for altcoins? Well, it's pretty obvious to me that, take it a little lower, yeah, give or take, whatever. From where we are right now, like if you look at a monthly chart, altcoins are in free fall, right? And it always finds support somewhere. Right, so keep that in mind, because when we're going down right here, you see where this wick took us? 320 billion right here. Was there any support there? No, nothing. So it's not that we only find support at previous support levels because, you know, chicken egg story. It has to start somewhere. But if we do have to take a look at the support levels that there are, yeah, then it's a long way down, basically, right? Because from the moment where we are right now, so this is already, you look at your current portfolio and the current losses you probably have right now. If you're not in a loss, please tell me how. Then you did a very great job, of course, or you were very lucky, but you're probably in a loss. If you are in a loss, don't feel bad. Almost everybody is. But from that point only, the big support level that's coming is 23% lower than where we are right now. The support level underneath that is 46%, right? So that's a long way to go. And I think it is definitely possible for altcoins to fall another 40-50%. And that's what Capo said as well. And that's purely, I think that he based that on this as well, right? There is no support for the total 3 anymore. We are in a downfall. We have nothing left, right? So, and I'm shooting this video one day on forehand, so maybe by the time you watch this, we're already way lower because, yeah, it doesn't happen overnight, but it could go very fast. But therefore, I feel like, yeah, altcoins could go down a lot. And one altcoin will perform better than the other. We don't know which one is going to do what until it happened, of course. So, well, back to my Forge example again. And now if I put it on the weekly, then I feel like, yeah, okay, this is a big, strong support level. But if everything is going to fall 40-50%, where does it take us? Well, let me take a look. From the point where we are right now, 40% is here. 50% is here. And unfortunately, it does make a lot of sense. Right? Because the little data that we have show that we have support at this wick. We have support at this closure, at this closure, at this wick, at this wick. Right? So that is a very understandable support level. And unfortunately, a lot of altcoins look like that. My biggest holding, my holding that I love most, CDFI, probably looks the same, right? If we go down another 40-50% from where we are right now, it takes us, well, 40% is exactly the trend line that I've already drawn, right? That's 65 cents, give or take. 50% is here. And you see where that is? That's exactly this point, where these fake outs come together, right? And it doesn't seem that far, but you know, another 10% on top, it's far. So keep that in mind, that this could happen to any altcoin. And it could be that if we take a look at the crypto market right now, for example, Solana came down quite a lot, and that was a very high cap coin, right? So this was taking the total 3 down quite a lot already on its own. So that's like, if you're not in Solana, it might be nice, because then the total 3 is down without your altcoin maybe being down that much as well. So what I'm trying to say is that a lot of altcoins could go down a lot. Like for example, Cardano. In my you know, if it dies, I don't care. I don't have Cardano, right? But it takes away a big part of the total 3. XRP, same story. Right, and that's different for everybody, because maybe you do hold them and you do not hold Polkadot, and I do hold Polkadot, so that's weird. That's shitty for me, right? You know, these compensate for each other, but the average of 40% is definitely what could happen. Now, where do I think the most money is also coming from? I think that is going to be Ethereum. Let me check how long does this video take. 20 minutes. Okay, let me talk a little bit about Ethereum. Let me FUD Ethereum a little bit and wrap it up for you guys. This is what Benjamin Cohen talked about, and I am basically I'm just basically going to repeat him, but it is very understandable. If we look at the logarithmic regression bands, God, so Dutch, then we'll see this, right? So the non-bubble upper, the non-bubble fit, and the non-bubble lower, right? So these are the support bands, the green bands, and the resistance bands are the red bands. So what you can basically see, this is Bitcoin. And this goes all the way back to Bitcoin's existence, right? What you see right here, there's something very bullish and something very not bullish in here. As you can see, in the bull market, Bitcoin comes very close to the upper band, right? Also, in the 2014 bear market, Bitcoin, well, kind of touched that. In the 17 bull market, Bitcoin touched that as well. In the 2021 bull market, Bitcoin, well, slightly touched it. Not the highest band, but you know, here we go, right? Would this mean that in the 2025 bull market, Bitcoin will touch it again? Well, according to this, you know, it does sit so far, right? Well, if we go to the end of 2025, where does that sit? Somewhere between 3 and 400K, right? Which makes a lot of sense if you watch my Bitcoin price prediction video, which is basically exactly around that area, by the way. And that wasn't based on this. In the bull market, in the bear market, Bitcoin spends a lot of time in this area right here. And like a lot of time. Here, in this case, November 2011 till February 2013, 1.5 years almost. This was a very long bear market, by the way. So this was from January 2015 all the way to May 2017. So that was basically 2.5 years. It doesn't mean we go sideways, because this band is moving up, right? The upper area of this band was $230 once we came in. But once we came out, the upper area was 1.7K, right? So this band moves up, of course. But then again, in the 2018, 19, 20 bear market, we were there for quite a while as well. And now we basically are not there for that long. We are there since May 2022, right? Half a year. So we could stay there for quite a while yet. But this is not what I wanted to talk about. You see that Bitcoin is right here. Bitcoin is not even in here. Bitcoin is below it, right? And that happened before. Let me take a look. Yeah, not really here. This wasn't really measurable. And maybe in the COVID crash a little bit. Well, Bitcoin is sitting pretty low compared to previous times. But my point is Bitcoin is there for quite a while already. However, if we take a look at Ethereum, this is looking completely different, right? Ethereum also always gets there. In 2015, Ethereum was there. And it was deeply there, right? Also for quite a while. 2016, we were there as well. 2000 and whenever it was, 18 was there. We came out of it in 2020. But where we are right now, we are not even touching the upper band yet, right? So that's kind of concerning. Because let's say that we fall in it right now, somewhere this year, right? The upper band is sitting at 1K. We're pretty close to that. But as of today, the upper band is sitting at $1K. The middle band is sitting at $700, and the lower line band sitting at $500. Right, so if Ethereum does what it usually does, somewhere between $500 and $700 for Ethereum would be very logical, understandable. But that's pretty far from where we are right now. Right, so do keep that in mind. And it's kind of, you know, it's not that weird though, because if you look at the Ethereum Bitcoin value, look where it is. It's high as hell. Like Benjamin said as well, it's on a cliff, right? It ran up this cliff, it's playing there for a while, and at a certain point, it's going to fall off. Perfectly barred pattern, by the way. So it might be that Ethereum Bitcoin valuation will drop a lot. So what I am basically doing right now is I am switching my Ethereum to Bitcoin so that I have more Bitcoin compared to Ethereum, because I think Ethereum has way longer down, way more room down to go, right? If we look at Ethereum at the monthly time frame, oh God, monthly time frame, sorry for that, then you see that Ethereum, it's down like 77%. But usually it gets down a lot more. It's finding perfect support right here on the 2018 closure. That's for sure. But if we do go to $500, give or take, maybe 600, maybe 400, I don't know. That's around another 50% drop. Well, that's definitely possible. That, by the way, won't, and I said something wrong. I said that would bring the total 3 down. Ethereum is not included in the total 3, it's included in the total 4, total 2. So this could go down even more, right? So please be a little careful. Ethereum might have, it would surprise me if it stays here. So I think the next best level for Ethereum should be somewhere around, well, $700 looks like a level it could definitely get. And yeah, if we do break that, then somewhere around $430 is big support. And I know you probably don't like to hear that, and I hope it won't play out. But it does make a lot of sense though. Now, luckily we had the Ethereum merge. The tokenomics of Ethereum are looking a little bit better, but I don't think that's for now is big enough to save Ethereum from this macro fall. I don't think so. I think that the merge will probably benefit from the merge as soon as Ethereum is in a bull run, right? Because then more transactions, more ETH getting burned. Then it's like, I think the Ethereum bull run is going to be epic, and Ethereum is going to outperform Bitcoin. I kind of believe in the flippening. I really do. Although it's hard to imagine Bitcoin not being the market leader, but I think I believe in the flippening. But as long as we are in a bear market, Ethereum is also sorry for saying this, but it's just an altcoin, right? It's an altcoin, and altcoins don't perform well. It's the biggest altcoin, but altcoins don't perform well. So let's see. That's all I wanted to say for now. I mean, it totally depends also on what stock market does. Like if we find some, if I don't know if this is enough of a fall for this recession and the macro that we are in right now, and I don't know, man. Yeah. Nah, I'm gonna wrap it up here. This is enough for this video. I made sure they were bad enough as it is. So for that, sorry. However, do still subscribe to the channel though. I am usually a lot more bullish, but sometimes, I just want to give you the bearish possibilities, right? We have to keep everything in consideration. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. If you want to take the effort to just give the video a little like, I would appreciate that a lot. And I'll see you guys very soon.